put your hands together and welcome the third graders to the stage.
We have a problem, a big problem. Something is wrong with all the fairy tale classes. Yeah, Snow White has been dissing the dwarfs. Life has been tough for the three billy-goat gruffs. And the ugly duckling is still dealing with self-esteem issues. Without the help from the Fairy Tale Advice Council or the FTAC, fairy tales could be changed forever. Hello, I'm Cinderella from the fairy tale. And I'm Prince Eno from almost all the fairy tales. And I'm Jack's cow. You know the one worth as much as some magical beans? What was he thinking? I can't believe you're complaining. Why do I always have to be the handsome prince? Why can't I be the brilliant prince or the fantastically athletic prince? Or the artist formerly known as Prince? It's frustrating. Even us fairy tale folks don't always know what's best to say or do in tough situations. Like when it was midnight at the ball and my carriage turned back into a yam. A yam? I thought it was a pumpkin. No, it was a yam. I should know. I was sitting on it. It took the mice forever to drag me home. Somehow we were all able to live happily ever after. Jack's cow, who's next? Ooh, looks like trouble between old friends. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Welcome. Hey, I only see one moon. Aren't you short a few? Hey, what are you trying to say? Oh no, I'm sorry. I just thought there were 7 of you. It's a recession. We've been downsizing. I think it is called. Don't even go there now. What seems to be the problem? My friends are very upset with me. It's so upsetting. Of course we're upset. After all we did for you. She just rode off into, she never even stopped to think of. She just rode off into the sunset with a word of gratitude. Well, that could have been my fault. I don't think you should go there. And when she ate the poisonous apple, not a word of thanks. She just became a star. She can't even remember our names. We even had to do the Hamlet and CPR. Wow, Snow White, do you have something you'd like to say to your friend? I'm terribly sorry. You were so kind and helpful. I just got caught up in the happily ever after and forgot. Thank you, little friend. Thank you very much. Hey, who are you calling little? And for the record of our names, they're kind of hard to remember. It's always good to be thankful. You know, I can never remember the names of all 7 dwarfs. What are they again? Sorry, you can't say them out loud. The copyrighted. Every time we call each other, we owe Disney $10. Bummer. I think they're going to be just fine. Well, that worked out nicely. Our next appointment is with... This has got to stop. I can't take it anymore.
But I've changed my ways.
Oh, sure. Last time you told me that you tried to eat me.
It was just a nibble.
All that was sticking out of your mouth was a foot.
Okay, it was a big nibble, but I don't do those kind of things anymore.
Wait a minute. You're not on the list. You'll have to wait. But we can't wait. He's going to eat us. Is that true?
No, I want to be their friends.
Every time we get to the bridge, chases after us.
Well, all the trapping's making up the whole countryside. I do have to demand. I used to think eating people on the bridge was cool, but it wasn't. I know that now. I was a big bully. I know that now. Being a bully is never cool.
May we take your word for it?
Yes. I don't want to be a bully anymore. It's not fun to be the villain. I'm considering being a vegetarian.
Maybe you can join us on the hillside eating grass. The dinner is a special treat.
This is going to take some time to get used to. Thanks, guys.
Hi there, I'm Little Red Riding Hood, and this is the part of the meeting where I introduce this month's winner of the Good Manner Award. You may remember what a polite child I am. When I saw the wolf in my grandmother's bed, I said things like, "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," and "Grandmother, what big teeth you have." I was being polite. What I was thinking was, "Grandmother, what happened? Did you have a horrible accident?" My politeness paid off. It gave the hunter enough time to come and save all of us. And now, this month's winner of the Good Manner Award goes to the princess from The Princess and the Pea.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so honored. I'd like to thank my agent for getting me the gig, and especially the king and queen for getting me tested. Luckily, they only found one pea-sized problem.
It was our pleasure. We had to make sure she was very polite before she married our son, the prince.
So we came up with a group of tests to see how she would respond. The pea under the mattress was just one small part of the test that evening.
Really? I thought it was just a mattress test.
Oh no, it was much more. First, the soup was served lumpy and greasy.
I might be sick.
She was such a doll, she thought it was wonderful.
Then came the bread.
Sardines?
No, just a little bit of sawdust. It was rather delightful.
Then came the 17 mattresses piled up to the sky with one little pea under them all.
It felt like a bowling ball under my back. But of course, it was nice to have the extra back support. I found my sleep number and they paid for the chiropractor bill.
The politest person I've ever met.
Why, thank you. The ice bath was a little much, but living happily ever after with the prince made it totally worth it. I guess it just pays to be polite.
Well, folks, there you have it. It's no wonder she's the winner of this prestigious award. And now back to the FTAC. Okay, Daddy Cow, who's next?
The three little pigs, something to do with huffing and puffing. Where are they?
Oh, they just updated their Facebook status. They just bought a house and farmed them?
No, they went with the bricks. I think that's going to be a good choice. Next on my list is the Miller's Daughter and Rumpelstiltskin.
Bless you.
Rumpelstiltskin is really his name.
Oh.
Bartholomew. Roseanne. St. Vinny the Fourth. Tightrope Walker.
Tightrope Walker, you're trying to guess his name. Not tell us your favorite circus act.
I was thinking more of celebrity names. Besides, I've lost that hope. If I don't figure out his name today, he will take away my son.
How could you? It's so hard to be separated from the ones you love. And for beans? It's okay. I made her an offer. She couldn't refuse. She promised to give me a baby if I will straw into gold for her. And this thing is all right. I mean, look at the contract.
I've tried every name I could think of. I even Googled it. It's useless.
Don't give up. You can't let this ogre win. Hey, who you calling over? I'm a businessman. I read it all past in the legal department. And this thing is airtight. I mean, look at the contract.
Don't give up. Quarters never win. You can do it. Floyd, Larry, Lloyd, Harry. Is it Rumpelstiltskin?
How did you know?
I think I heard someone sneeze it on the way in, and it kind of sounded like that.
No use denying it, Mr. Prince. We caught you red-handed.
I have no idea. What are you talking about?
Like we haven't heard that before.
Read him his rights.
Turn right at Hansel and Gretel's house, walk about 1 mile, and turn right into the enchanted forest.
Not those rights, you nitty. The enchanted forest what got him in trouble in the first place.
We're the Fairy Tale Park Rangers, or the FTPR.
There's an acronym for everything nowadays.
What did he do?
He was destroying park vegetation.
So we're bringing you to the Fairy Tale Advice Council.
We are the Fairy Tale Advice Council.
I think this is a misunderstanding. I rescue damsels in distress and I'm not serving for the FTAC.
And an SUV?
An SUV?
Why? It has a great sound system. The princesses love it. I may have run over one ecosystems present in the lush, enchanted forest. I mean, that's where all the deer and the antelope play.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play.
Enough! This is serious.
Okay, next time I'll leave my Hummer at home and I'll ride my bike. However, I don't think they'll have the same ring to it. And the prince rode off into the sunset on a shiny new Schwinn. Okay, I can get used to it.
I think our job is done here. We have a meeting with the fire-breathing dragon. I think it might be causing a global warming with his fiery breath.
I really do think we need love. It's important to take care of our environment. Now time for a special report with Snow White.
Hi, I'm Snow White here with a special interview with Sleeping Beauty and Peter from Peter and the Wolf about how true love is kindled. Peter, can you tell us how you and Beauty first met?
Sure, Snow. I just lost the tooth.
No, Peter, I mean, what just happened here?
Oh. Well, this morning my grandfather sent me out to get some exercise, and I thought it'd be really cool to climb some stairs. I figured there wouldn't be any wolves up there, you know, since wolves can't climb. Anyway, at the top of the tower I found a lady sleeping in a bed with a sign that said "Kiss me." But I've heard sometimes if you kiss people on the lips, they're really bright in the skies, and I think kissing is really icky. Anyway, the sign did say "Kiss me," so I decided to kiss her on the hand and see what happened. It wasn't very exciting. She just woke up. I wanted her to turn into a frog or something. Did I show you I just lost a tooth?
Sleeping Beauty, how does it feel to be back after all these years?
Exhausting. I was right in the middle of the perfect dream when I woke up to see this little kid I don't even know right next to my bed.
So when are you two getting married?
What? I'm only 9.
I don't even know him. Oh, I've heard royal weddings are just wonderful. Who do you think will do the flowers for you?
I'm allergic to flowers.
He's only 9. And the food, I did an interview with the caterer for a Punzel's wedding. The cake was fabulous.
I like cake, but just the frosting part.
What kind of interview is this anyway? Things have changed while I've been asleep. Just one final question. Then I'll leave you two alone to plan your wedding.
Cool, I've never been to the moon before.
Oh, what do you think you'll do for your honeymoon?
Cool, I've never been to the moon before.
This is ridiculous. I'm going back to sleep. I just love stories that end happily.
Oh. Thank you, Snow White. That was awkward.
I think we need to remove special interviews from our meetings from now on.
Agreed.
I enjoyed my first day on the committee. Who did I replace anyway?
We had a sudden resignation before you joined. We do not like to talk about it.
Resignation! Resignation! You kicked me off the council!
She used to be a good one, but she started to turn wicked.
Me? I did not! And who's this?
I'm Jack's cow.
You replaced me with a cow?
It all started with a house covered in candy.
Hey, it's a friendly place. There's even a sign that says kids eat free.
I've seen that house. The sign says kids eaten free.
It's a typo.
No, it's not. She tried to cook us. After she tried to fill up with all of the candy.
Hey, I was just trying to be a good neighbor.
You tried to stuff us in your oven.
Hey, I like finger food. No pun intended, of course.
Yeah, that's not being a good neighbor. Good neighbors are caring.
Maybe I have this good neighbor thing all wrong.
Really helpful neighbors. It's never too late to change. Really helpful neighbors take care of each other. Good neighbors look out for each other.
So when you invite them over for dinner, that means...
You serve them dinner, not for dinner.
Oh, my bad. Hey, I'm running late. I invited Jack and Jill, nothing to cook. I'm just learning.
Duck! There's a duck attacking the sheep! Duck! Who was that?
That was the boy who cried duck.
Isn't he supposed to be crying wolf?
No, that's another story. This story never really caught on.
Did someone call us? We aren't doing anything wrong. Nothing at all.
Well, hold on to that guilty conscience for a second. Who are you guys?
We're ducks. We're completely innocent.
Yep.
Tell the truth. Have you been making fun of the ugly duckling again?
He did it.
She did it.
He did
That's
it.
terrible. I speak from experience when I say that you shouldn't judge people by how they appear.
But he's so different. Yeah, he did it. Swan dived into an empty pool.
Our advice is easy. Put yourself in his place. How do you think he feels?
Remember the golden rule.
The golden rule.
Yes, treat others how you would like to be treated.
I never thought of it like that. He probably feels bad. We need to go apologize.
I think they're going to be just fine.
Well, looks like that's all the time we have for today.
Sounds like at our next council meeting we have a big problem.
What's that?
Sounds like Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall.
That's terrible. How can we help?
Sounds like they called all the king's horses and all the king's men to put him back together again.
How are horses going to help? They're all hooves. Oh, Jack's cow, you crack me up.
I don't think Humpty would find that very funny.
Oh, goodness, we better get going.
That's all the time we have for today.
Thank you and good night.
Again for being here and supporting the arts at University Park. It means a lot to me, as well as all of your wonderful children. Feel free to take a lot of photos. Mrs. Wilson, would you like a group photo? So if you want to kind of organize them around. Yeah? Okay. All right, so Brittany, Sam, Hannah, Zaphwan, Carson, and Amelia come stand right behind this group right here. Okay, then from Estrella over, please come and stand right behind them here. And let's put a duck right there. Let the duck through, let the duck through, let the duck through. Okay, good. Take a step. There. Now we'll get out of the picture.
Oh, you're the director.
And one last one with me in the middle so that I can send the parents where I'm here. I'm about to step in front of everybody.
I didn't do any of this though. There you go. There, we got them all. Cool.
All right, and I think we need to do one silly one. So make really silly faces, because that's always fun. Silly faces. Silly faces.